We suck less. I get asked a lot about that. I've been stopped in places and asked if it means anything political. My dad hated it, being a business major. He said it was the worst slogan ever until he went to a car show with me and realized that it really draws a lot of attention. But it's just pretty much we all suck. We all cut corners. We all do what we need to make stuff work. Just some of us suck less than others, and that's just where it's come from. And I kind of stand behind that. And if you can't sit back and laugh at yourself every once in a while, then what are we doing really? You can't take life too seriously. When I was a lot younger, we went to a Munster truck rally, and I saw the ZZ Top Cadzilla on display there, and I realized at that moment that even though I had no clue what custom even was, that car was the most amazing thing to me, and it still is the most influential vehicle I've ever seen. And I just hope to someday be able to offer the kind of excitement to someone that car did for me, and that's just what I've always driven for. Pretty much didn't have much of a choice growing up. My father was into cars from moment one. There's pictures of cars that he drew in my baby book. Just everything we ever did. He was a mechanic. He built motors in the living room coffee table and cleaned parts in the dishwasher. And my mom hated him, of course, but it's what it was. And so as time went on, I just became mechanical and into cars and bicycles and motorcycles and anything that had wheels and wrenches and nuts and bolts, and took apart toasters and anything that was around the house that I had some sort of curiosity for. So yeah, it just pretty much began from there and spawned into what it is. So the first thing you'd probably notice when you come into my shop is the lack of computer-controlled tools. Everything I have is still some of the old school tools, and I got a bandsaw from 1952 and a Bridgeport mill from the 60s, and all I have is a torch. I don't have any CNC plasma table. I don't even own a plasma. I really enjoy my oxyacetylene torch, and I think that's something that's still kind of missing in a lot of the shops these days, is just the fundamental knowledge of using tools the way that they were done back in those days. And that's not to say that the guys who have a bracket cut off from a CNC laser or a plasma table or something like that is bad. It's just that for myself, I really enjoy the process of drawing something out on a piece of cardboard, taking it over to the bandsaw, cutting the part out, taking it to the belt sander and finishing it, and then installing it. It's just, for me, is what I enjoy. Probably my most memorable build was the 1951 Mercury Custom that I built for Jerry Horton. It's just the freedom that I was given to build the car, because it came to me in such horrible shape that we had to start from scratch almost, where we were building entire quarter panels, an entire roof. The joke for me is that people ask me all the time how much we chopped the roof, and that's the thing. We didn't chop the roof any specific amount. We built a new roof to be the shape that belongs to the car. So the lines work well with the car as far as I'm concerned. But all the minor changes we were able to make to blend in, like the 54 taillights into the quarter panel to look like maybe the factory had actually sent the car out with those taillights, and the bumper ends that I had to make to blend in with the quarter panels, and the Chevy front bumper that we used to make the front end kind of blend in the same fashion, and the single bar grille, and the wheels that we machined up for it, and the color that Jerry picked, just all worked just so amazing together and so fantastic that I just love that build. It was such a great project for us.
My girl Says she wait for me, no, she gon' wait for me. That girl, she can't see my sin, can't see the devil underneath my skin. Ooh, and I told her, weight on my shoulder, it's getting heavier as I'm getting older. And you gotta find her, gotta hold her, pull her close and let her tell you these hard times, they're over. Be no more crying on my shoulder, and gray skies there blowing over, be smooth sailing from here till forever. My friends, they all come and go. They are the blowing wind, they are the open road, and they sing the songs right from their soul. Let these wayward boys take you home. And ooh, I told her, weight on my shoulder, it's getting heavier as I'm getting older. And you gotta find her, gotta hold her, pull her close and let her tell you these hard times, they're over. Be no more crying on my shoulder, gray skies there blowing over, be smooth sailing from here till forever. Ooh.
My name is Max Fish. I'm the owner of Bio Kustumz out of Winchester, California.
Sun go down, I'll come back up. Gonna see this town in the review, some old pickup truck. And we'll meet up on the greener side. And I'll be clean, we'll be fine, so fine. These hard times, they're over. Be no more crying on my shoulder, and gray skies there blowing over, be smooth sailing from here till forever. Ooh.